Welcome back to Business Insights. On 13 August 2018, TPG and VHA announced their intention to merge their business. Under the proposed merger, TPG shareholders will collectively own 49.9% of the merged entity, and VHA shareholders will collectively own the remaining 15.1%. Its proposed $15 billion merger that could have a big impact on your phone and internet bills, but it may not be a positive one. TPG and Vodafone want merge to take the market leaders. Some analysts are worried it could mean less competition and high price for customers. Vodafone is the number 3 player in mobile with 19% market share, while TPG is number 2 in fixed line, in internet and phone. To ensure the particular merge event undertaken successfully, following steps requires to be finalized in a rational manner: regulatory approval, shareholder approval, independent expert, court approval, restrict financing, and restructure. TPG and VHA must to be the extent within its power to use all response to ensure the condition and causes satisfy fit. If the condition precedence failed, TPG or VHA may terminate this deal without any liability to the other parties because of that termination. So today, our project invites TPG representative Jennifer and ACCC Rory. Hello, Jenny.
Hi.
Hello, Rory.
Hi.
So, Jenny, could you tell us what's the investigation of the strategic and operational benefit?
Yeah, so from a strategic perspective, the merger of two parties will definitely provide an enhanced capacity to invest in new technology and innovation so that we will become a more formidable competitor against Telstra and Optus with more comprehensive portfolio of both fixed and mobile products, competitively priced consumer products, and a high level of consumer services across fixed and broadband and mobile. Merger will also allow two parties to be able to use capital far more effectively and efficiently, particularly in creating cost synergies in the infrastructure and systems required for a 5G wireless environment. From a technology perspective, TPG has limited extent of mobile network with just over 100 small cells, with limited radius and no towers, whereas Telstra, Optus, and Vodafone, by contrast, have thousands of towers with a large radius. That means the merger will increase the retail mobile services because of Vodafone's high level of broadband brand recognition and the existing retail mobile consumer base. VHA, on the other hand, started offering fixed line broadband services, reselling national broadband network capacity only a year ago. It has a market share that's probably less than a percentage point. So TPG's currently strong fixed line infrastructure and broadband consumer base will definitely complement Vodafone's development in this area.
So how about the cost of the proposal acquisition?
Yeah, so in that aspect, there's definitely a one-off restructuring cost, including taxes and duties. Both parties must pay stamp duties and any fines and penalties with respect to stamp duty regarding this scheme, and each party must pay expenses and costs in connection with negotiation, preparation, execution, delivery, and performance of this deed, and any proposed, attempted, or actual implementation of this deed. GST is also excluded from any consideration or amount payable under this deed, so an additional amount equals GST of the consideration will be payable. There are also 3 areas of actual potential overlap between the merger parties, including the supply of retail fixed broadband services, the supply of retail mobile phone services, and the supply of wholesale mobile services. And overlapping services will result in administration costs in management shifting. In terms of the impact on financial statements, it includes a 2.2 times higher leverage within the merged group and an initial dividend payout of at least 50%. TPG and VHA are each expected to contribute implied equity value of 5.442 billion and 5.463 billion respectively. And also they are expected to contribute net debt of 2.024 billion each, amounting to a 4.248 net debt in total. The merged group is expected to have a pro forma enterprise value of approximately 15 billion, revenue of over 6 billion, EBITDA of over 1.8 billion, and operating free cash flow of 0.9 billion.
Okay, Rory, what do you think the impacts on competition and the customers?
Our responsibility is to ensure that any form of business combination in Australia does not decrease competition in the marketplace. In regard to this case of TPG and Vodafone, it's our job to review the acquisition at hand and consider any anti-competitive factors and ultimately make sure consumers are not disadvantaged by this acquisition. Under Section 50 of the Competition and Consumer Act, acquisitions that will, or are likely to, substantially lessen competition in the market are prohibited. It is here where we are required to apply Section 50 to assess the level of competition within the market, and then, in light of this information, either approve or disapprove the business combination. Overall, our major issue in this business acquisition of TPG and Vodafone revolves around competition in the retail supply of mobile services. Specifically, that the proposed merger will substantially lessen competition in the market for retail mobile services nationwide. We hold the view that the merger will result in higher concentration and lower competition in the market once TPG is removed as a competitor. We believe this business combination will affect the competition for the wholesale supply of mobile services, retail fixed broadband services, and retail home broadband services. In regard to the wholesale supply of mobile services, we believe this acquisition will lessen competition in the marketplace. Our research indicates the removal of TPG as one of the 4 major mobile networks will result in inflated prices for wholesale services. Essentially, this is taking away more choice from the consumers and forcing them to pay higher prices for the remaining major suppliers. Similarly, we believe the acquisition will lessen the competition in the market for retail fixed broadband services. We view the removal of Vodafone from the market as significant in this space. We see the company as an important competitor for the supply of retail fixed broadband services, and its removal will result in higher prices and lower quality services for consumers. Another issue which we have forecast is that TPG and Vodafone may in fact compete in the future for 5G commercial services. Assuming, of course, this business combination does not proceed, both companies in their own right may compete in the market for retail broadband services using either mobile or fixed networks. This issue holds a long-term view, but is equally as concerned with consumer rights and levels of competition. If the business combination is approved, future competition in this 5G market, which is great for consumers, will not occur. Therefore, we can predict that market competition will decrease.
So on your perspective, do you think this merger could have the regulatory approval?
At this stage of our research, in light of the likely decreases in concentration in the market and consumer choice, it's likely to suggest that this business combination will be rejected.
Okay, after Jenny and Rory spoken, hope you have a clear process for TPG and Vodafone merger. For TPG and Vodafone, they need showing their investigation of the statistic and the operation benefits and the proposed acquisition costs. For customer, this merger could impact customer and competition. Then we could think and wait whether this merger could have the regulatory approval. Hope you have a lovely Sunday. See you next week. Thanks.